$50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we continue on to John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. These guys have really been struggling. Just 2 wins over their last 8. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
34 yards. That's good for a Jets first down.
On first down, right back to Hall. Shoves him aside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And he went from being the surprise pick of the first round to the full-time starter late in the season, and now he has a chance to take this team to new heights starting in 2025. Really was impressed with him down the stretch, going head-to-head with Jaden Daniels in a huge game. Now he could be their franchise quarterback for the next 10 years.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The slot man in motion right. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's another Falcons first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Off play action, here's Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Falcons first down. First and goal, Atlanta.
They'll run with Robinson. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
6-yard pickup. Brings up second and goal.
Robinson again. And this time he is in for a Falcon touchdown.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10. They
run it with Hall off the option. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
First and 10 at the 35.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Fields. Runs with a catch out on the right side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's another Jets first down.
They'll run with Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down right at the
line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Here's Fields. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Reynolds, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Falcons 7.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7-yard pickup.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Penix.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Robinson up the middle. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
First down, Falcons.
Back to Robinson now on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. And looking to throw, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Falcons first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcon first down.
They'll throw with Penix.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Penix's pass.
Second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
A play fake. Now Penix.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
And the Jets, first down.
Play action. It's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Fields. Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
That's good for a Jets.
Running left, it's Hall.
And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Hall again.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Malachi.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
What a weekend it has been already around the NFL. We had 3 great games on Thanksgiving, another one Friday in Philadelphia, and it's all part of the NFL salute to the legendary John Madden. This week's slate of games known as the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, and we at EA Sports salute the man we knew as Coach, who brought so much to this great holiday, so many smiles with his love of family, his love of football, and we miss him, no doubt. Gone, but certainly never forgotten, John Madden.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
18.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
The tackle made.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7.
To the air, Penix. Looking deep here for Mooney.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Penix from the gun.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's first and 10. Robinson with another carry.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
That's complete to Mooney.
And That's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Falcons, first down. It's a gain of 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there.
Now 2nd and 9.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
They'll set up a throw.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Midway through on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Falcons.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Ball want to give up the middle.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Jets, first down.
They'll go again with Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's another Jets, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He's able to force his way through 1 man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields. Pass caught right side by Taylor.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
To throw is Fields.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Jalen Walker
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Fields now to throw. That's downfield. He's got Taylor.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Mason Taylor,
33 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. Looking to throw, Penix. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's...
Here's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And the Falcons first down.
Operating from the gun, Penix. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
A 38-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Throw left side, there's London. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A 7-yard gain. And the Falcons first down. A gain of 7.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw now on first down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Quentin Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he'll get out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brings up third down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Gain of 6. And the Falcons first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the give, here's Robinson. Down to the 42, 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. Just 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Falcons first down. A gain of 7. First down, Falcons.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Penix. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Off play action, here's Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, that's a nice play design right there. He's going to fake the give, then roll out, and he lets his back leak out toward the pylon. And how about the throw? Right where he needed it to be for him to catch it in stride, he's able to take it into the end zone.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
21.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Now it's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Fields. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. They juked him. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Bennett's going to sneak it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Falcons first down. A gain of 1 yard.
A play fake. Now Penix.
First down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for
2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll throw with Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier in the series.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 103 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
First down. 1st and goal.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Falcons. Darnell Mooney. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. His pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second and 1.
Straight ahead is Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
Now Fields. And a completion to Wilson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's first head at the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 20 line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, 26 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Will McDonald. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. Penix working out of the gun here. Looking deep here from Mooney. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Second and 8 at the Jets' 34-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And looking to throw, Penix. His throw incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third and 8.
Yards to go.
To the air, Penix. pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get that one to Tanner, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Fields. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing again is Fields. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. David Onyemata with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 2nd and 7.
Number 36. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Back to throw here.
At the 11-yard line.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just about on his own goal line. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Fields now to throw. Wilson's got it complete. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw again. This pass out wide the hole. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Jets First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Jets. First down. First and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Back to throw. Fields. Allen here on the screen. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Braylon Allen from 6 yards away. And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, able to avoid him. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And shedding through the tackle. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
13 yards on the play.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Penix. Got an open man. It's McLeod.
Penix's pass.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game.
Brings up third and
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. All eyes on Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Here's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
12 yards.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Jets, they've had a rough go of it, but they finally pick up their first win of the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank